You guys, have you ever asked yourself why the Home Depot is orange? Have you ever asked yourself that question? These are the questions I ask myself. Why is the Home Depot orange? I can tell you why. It has to do with the reason why their logo is a box, a square. Why is Home Depot's logo an orange square? Why is that? Could that be a good question to ask? Why Home Depot is orange? Like, who decided that Home Depot is orange? I remember when I was a kid driving down the street and like, all you guys are talking about the sports games. I'm here wondering, why is Home Depot orange? Why is it orange? Why? Why? Like, what is it about? Yeah, you guys, obviously no one has a good answer for that. Well, I do now. I can tell you why Home Depot is orange. You know why it's orange? It's because because it's owned. Let me tell you something. When you study Freemasonry, you understand one of the most important aspects to the ancient mystery religion that created the modern world you live in is the numeric value of words and phrases. And these numeric values of words and phrases are often found encoded into the structures that Freemasons create. Now, this is according to the highest authorities, if there ever would be any, on the subject. And orange just so happens to be the only color that has a gematria value of 33. You know, where an O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, R is the 18th, A, N 14, G 7, E 5. When you add all that together and reduce each letter to a single digit, this is one of the most important ciphers in gematria value. You get a value of 33. Okay? There are 33 degrees in Freemasonry. 33, a very important number. Okay? Here's some other words that equal 33 in that same cipher. Police, federal, masonry, secrecy, order. Okay? This is not a coincidence. Here's another word that equals 33 in that cipher. Ku Klux Klan. You want another one? Black lives. Black lives. You want another one? Breonna. Like, as in Breonna Taylor, who lived in apartment number 3003. Huh, isn't that interesting? You know, the George Floyd protests, riots occurred, started at 33rd Street. Bill Gates working in Executive Building 33, saying 33 million people can die of a corona crisis. A corona crisis? C is the third letter of the alphabet, so CC equals 33. Huh, isn't that fucking interesting? Bill Gates equals 33 in the cipher. The same cipher I'm talking about, so does vaccinate. Said 33, the virus could spread 33% every week if we don't lock down. Corona crisis, climate change, climate collapse, climate catastrophe. What better way to justify a government that's enslaving us than, well, I mean, guys, obviously we can't investigate 9/11 because we need the government to save us from climate change, from the climate collapse. CC 33, like the 33 segments on the UN Charter logo. Like how 9/11 was introduced as the National Emergency Dialing Code in 1968. The same year, 2001: A Space Odyssey was released. The same year, construction started on the World Trade Center. The same year, George W. Bush graduated from Skull and Bones of Yale 322. Of course, you had Tim Rustert, who famously asked, "What does the 322 mean?" And then We're not going to be hearing from him anytime soon. I'll tell you what 322 means. Has a little something to do with the CV lockdown occurring on 322. C is the third letter of the alphabet, V being the 22nd. Oh, uh-oh. Oh yeah, Corona has a gematria value of 33, of course, because Jesus lived to 33. The crown chakra, the mind, coronavirus. Everyone's worried about sanitation, being sanitary. It's not a coincidence. And the word sane, it's derived from sanitation, sanity. Are we sane? No, we're insane. Why? Because 19 years ago, 19 hijackers attacked us on 9/11. Country was created by the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. People are probably looking at me at this point. Whose phrase? 33 degrees in Scottish Rite Freemasonry, of course. Whose motto is order out of chaos. Order out of chaos. Chaos has a gematria value of 19. Marilyn Manson just put out an album this year all about, it's called We Are Chaos. I wonder what he's talking about. And the symbolism he's using for this album is the skull and crossbones, like Yale's Skull and Bones, the Masonic fraternity, proven by Anthony Sutton to be involved in funding both sides of war and revolution, which I have a book about. Anthony Sutton, the Stanford University professor of the Hoover Institute. Yeah, I got it in my car right here. There it is. Why don't you look up this book? It's a free PDF online. Why don't you read it? You know, I could read from it for you. Why don't you turn to page, yeah, you can just, the index is online, but you should read this book. Like I said, guys. Oh yeah, here's a tidbit. You know, Monsanto. Oh, here we go. Can you read that? This is called Point 4, the creation of war and revolution. The manipulation of left and right on the domestic front is duplicated in the international field, where left and right political structures are artificially constructed and collapsed in the drive for a one-world synthesis. This is according to Stanford University professor Anthony Sutton. Consequently, it can be argued that our Western history is every bit as distorted, censored, and largely useless as that of Hitler's Germany or Soviet Union or Communist China. No Western foundation will award grants to investigate such topics. Few Western academics will investigate such topics. Blah, 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 can survive, blah, blah. Basically, there's a largely unrecorded history, tells a story quite different from our sanitized textbooks, tells a story of the deliberate creation of war, the knowing finance of revolution, to change governments and the use of conflict to create a new world order, of total Orwellian human enslavement. You know, George Orwell in the Fabian Society, warning the entire human race in no uncertain terms, there's a veritably satanic world government coming into power that you should probably be aware of. And I have this other book here. It's called Fire in the Minds of Men, Origins of the Revolutionary Faith. You should probably read that, by James H. Billington, the former director of the Library of Congress, who taught at multiple Ivy League universities, including Princeton and Harvard. And according to James H. Billington, this book, the world that you live in was created by occult Freemasonry. Okay? I wonder if it's gonna pick up. It's probably not gonna play. They're on to me here, guys. I gotta get out of here. I don't really need the cops searching my car. Don't really need that in my life. So, according to the former director of the Library of Congress, the world you live in was created by occult Freemasonry, Scottish Rite Freemasonry. In the 4th chapter of this book, called Occult Origins of Organization, he says, there's just people leaving work. He says that, honestly, I'm just gonna move down. I don't see why I can't be in the parking lot. They just probably left. Okay. occult origins of organization. Okay, again, let's refer to gematria. O being the 15th letter of the alphabet. I'll tell you why O is the 15th letter of the alphabet. I can tell you that. It has to do with the planet Saturn and the magic squares of Saturn, how they all sum to 15 on each line. Of course, when you reduce 15 to a single digit, you get the gematria value of 6. So occult origins of organization is a way of saying 666. Okay, the national monument, the Washington Monument, is 555 feet tall. 555 feet is 6,660 inches above ground. Oh, it's just a coincidence, guys. No, it has to do with Masonic numerology. And again, like I said, Home Depot, orange, the square and compass. Like, you guys need to understand, like, the square and compass is the symbol of Freemasonry. Okay. The square is set at 90 degrees. The compass is set at 47 degrees. What is 90 plus 47? 137. The 33rd prime number. And 137 is known by physicists to be the most beautiful, the most perfect number. Not the most beautiful number. Most, you know. Once you, like, again, you need to study, you know, of course, numerology. Very important. Why? Because the world is built on numbers. And I talked this about to people. You know, guys, skepticism isn't taking at face value the word of mass murderers. Skepticism isn't believing mass murderers. Skepticism is not believing mass murderers. You understand that? So Monsanto is given the oh my God, the moon is rising. So Monsanto is given a global monopoly of the world's food supply on a silver platter by globalist elites, and that is what they are, by globalist elites. Okay, Monsanto, of course, created what chemical? Agent Orange, that melts the skin off of millions of children, causes millions and millions of fucking birth defects. You know what I'm saying? There's the moon. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay. Agent Orange. Orange equals 33. Agent equals 47. Think Agent 47 in the video game. And I'm talking about the gematria value of these words, guys. Agent 47. The numbers 47 and 33 are very important. You know, you can flip around like 47, 74. The country we live in was founded on the 4th day of the 7th month, 7-4. 33 out of George Washington's 74 generals were Freemasons. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. You know, it's just not. And because these people use numbers ritualistically, you can really prove that the world is run by very sick people. Very sick people. Of course, G is a letter venerated by Freemasons. It's the 7th letter of the English alphabet. Okay. God created the world in 7 days. G as in Genesis. The phrase "in the beginning" sums to 137. The 33rd prime number. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you Genesis equals 33 in the cipher that